Let's go back to the early 2000s. This search interface belongs to Napster. By offering practically every song in the world for free, the software pulled in over 80 million registered users. It delivered immediate, massive value directly to consumers. By conventional metrics, building a product that tens of millions of people use daily means you have won the market. Yet, despite having a massive user base and huge consumer demand, Napster was entirely dead within a few years of its launch. Compare that outcome to Apple. Shortly after Napster's demise, Apple launched iTunes and the iPod into the exact same digital music space. They survived the era, captured the market, and established a wildly profitable, sustainable monopoly. Napster built a flawless product for the buyer, but they completely ignored the needs of their external partners, the major record labels. When the labels approached Napster to work out a revenue-sharing model, Napster balked. They chose a belligerent path, advancing without industry support, which resulted in fatal copyright lawsuits. Unlocking a new, uncontested market is useless if you only solve the consumer's problem. To actually survive, your strategy must align the incentives of the entire ecosystem. A sustainable strategy rests on three non-negotiable pillars: value, profit, and people. Value is why buyers want your offering. Profit is the model that makes you money. The people proposition motivates the groups executing the strategy, including employees and external partners like distributors. Traditional strategy often forces a choice between creating a unique premium product or creating a cheap one. But to align a new market strategy effectively, a company must design all three pillars to be highly differentiated and low cost simultaneously. Deliver unique value cheaply, operate profitably with low overhead, and motivate partners efficiently. Missing that dual target of differentiation and low cost on even one of the three pillars makes the entire business vulnerable to collapse. This photo captures the UK charity Comic Relief. In a crowded sector where traditional charities suffer from rising costs and donor fatigue, Comic Relief has actually raised hundreds of millions of pounds without spending any money on traditional marketing or direct mail. They achieved this through perfect alignment. Their value proposition ignores expensive galas and guilt tripping. Instead, they offer cheap, highly accessible fun, allowing absolutely anyone to contribute simply by buying a £1 plastic red nose. Their profit proposition, the way they maximize the surplus going to actual charities, is incredibly lean. Their operating costs are covered entirely by corporate partners, and they use major supermarkets as a massive free distribution network for the red noses. Their people proposition motivates the entire network. Volunteers do the heavy lifting of fundraising by performing zany stunts, earning social respect. Meanwhile, participating celebrities and corporations receive enormous positive national PR in exchange for just a very small time commitment. A low-cost, fun value proposition drives massive public participation. That massive audience attracts celebrities and corporate partners who provide free PR and cover overhead, keeping costs at zero. The loop sustains itself. This is the launch of the Tata Nano in 2009. It generated more media attention than any car launch in the world at the time, pulling in 200,000 orders in just 2 weeks. They had two pillars aligned perfectly. For value, they engineered a safe, reliable car that an entire Indian family could use. For profit, they introduced genius cost-saving component designs, like a lighter 2-cylinder aluminum engine, keeping manufacturing expenses incredibly low. But Tata had a severe flaw in their people proposition. They planned to build in West Bengal, but failed to secure the cooperation of the local Senghor community regarding land leasing and fair compensation. The land disputes escalated, forcing Tata to abandon the site and execute a massive factory relocation. This logistical failure broke the car's initial momentum, caused severe delays, and drained the profitability out of the model. A flawless engineering design and a viable pricing model cannot save a business if it ignores the distinct motivations of its external stakeholders. The resulting friction will stall the enterprise. Managing this alignment is strictly the responsibility of top executives. A marketing department will naturally focus on buyer value, while manufacturing will fixate on cutting costs. Allowing siloed departments to build these propositions individually guarantees they will not align. When an executive team successfully aligns all three, they create an incredibly strong defense. A rival company can easily reverse engineer a specific product feature or temporarily match a low price. But it is nearly impossible for a competitor to quickly replicate a perfectly aligned people proposition. Cultivating a web of motivated human relationships, volunteer enthusiasm, and partner goodwill takes years of deliberate effort. Look beyond the product you are building. Who are the invisible stakeholders your strategy relies on, and what exactly is your proposition to them?